What's up, guys? Luke here with TFBTV. We're out here at the Surefire booth at SHOT Show 2023. I'm here with my friend Andrew Wright. We're here to talk about the new Turbo series of lights from Surefire. Andrew, what's going on with the Turbo series? Where are we at?
Yeah, man, finally getting them out the door. It's been a long time coming. We've had some issues, some component shortages, a lot of stuff. But regardless, we're finally, X300s are shipping full bore. Scout lights are starting to finally go out this month. And next thing is X400s in February, and then the handhelds last. But the most important things in most people's eyes and what we've been getting asked for the most, X300s, those are going now. Scout lights, they're just starting to go, finally. We're trying at this SHOT Show to not show a bunch of stuff that's not ready to be shipping.
Right.
Just because we've learned our lesson over the years, or
right.
Probably haven't, but still, we're doing our best.
So let's talk about what we have ready to go right now. So first, maybe a month or two ago, you had a couple of us out to do a carbine course with Kyle Lamb at Royal Range in Tennessee.
Yep.
We use the X300 Turbo here.
Yep.
So why don't you tell us about that?
So it's the same form factor and footprint as our previous X300. It's the gold standard of handgun weapon lights as far as like a duty perspective goes.
Yeah.
So the main thing with that is that it fits all the holsters that are out there. There's a ton of different holster options out there. It didn't get any bigger, so compatibility is the same. As far as candela goes, 66,000 candela, so super good out of a 22mm optic for a high candela, good performing light.
Right.
Same switching that everybody loves. Ambidextrous for momentary. You're pushing straight forward on either of the toggles, and you rock up or down for constant on.
Right.
And it still does work with our accessory switches. If you want the DG switch, which is the remote pressure switch, or the XT switch, which is the carbine remote pressure switch for X300s, both of those still work with these. It's available in both the A mount, which is the spring plate, somewhat quick to take off and put on. It also comes in the B model, which is the thumb screw model, maybe a little bit better for the 2011s or 320s and other pistols with the different types of rails. So,
right.
Yep, that's the X300T. We also have the X400T, like I said. This is coming soon. It's the light laser variant of it.
Okay, and then we're talking with the this one, the same light output and candela, all that stuff, right?
Correct. Performance is the same on the white light side. It's just adding that laser module on the bottom. We have both a green version as well as a red version, depending on which
green and red versions. Okay, and then say I want to pick up an X300 Turbo, how much am I going to end up paying for it, and about what's your current lead time right now? I know they're just getting out the door, but how much time I'm going to wait for you to get one?
Yeah, so $350 MSRP.
Okay.
And like I said, these should be available right now. We're shipping them out, so check your dealers. Check out surefire.com. X300Ts you should be able to get. X400Ts not yet. Next month or so, February, X400 should be dropping.
All right, so that's the X300 Turbo. What about the new version of the Scout Light?
You mean the Turbo Series Scout Light?
Yes.
Yeah. So we have both the 6-volt variant. That's what this is right here, M640 DFT. This is an awkward angle where I'm not flagging your head. It uses an 18650 or two 123s. It's 100,000 candela, super awesome, really tight beam pattern. Head's a little bit bigger than the previous Scout Light, but you're really not sacrificing, too much in the overall packaging of the light. Still uses our Scout Light Pro mount, which comes with both a Picatinny or an M-LOK cleat, depending on how you want to mount it.
Right.
It enables you to rotate it into the gun as tightly as possible, depending on whatever
or
platform.
Above, center line,
rotate it,
opposite side.
Exactly. We have a 340 DFT, which is the shorter version of this, uses an 18350 or a single 123. Candela on that's about 95,000. Still quite a bit out of a small package.
Okay, so between the two battery types, am I losing anything by switching to the two smaller batteries, or are you just using the one large rechargeable? Is there a difference there?
Absolutely. Yeah, you lose a little bit in candela when you go to the primary batteries. The rechargeable is the way to go.
Rechargeable batteries is the way to go. Okay, cool. And about how much can I expect to pay for the Turbo, the Scout Light Turbo?
Same thing, $350.
$350.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, yeah, street price might be a little bit lower, but that's our MSRP.
You've got a couple other things to show us here that some things that aren't quite out. These are out now, right? These three. You've got the new WARCOMP.
Yep.
For those who don't want to mount a suppressor, right?
Yeah, so this is just dropping. For those familiar with our muzzle devices, we have muzzle brakes, which reduce recoil. They're not very good for flash. We have flash hiders, which are really good in flash reduction. And then we have WARCOMP, which are kind of a combination muzzle device. They're primarily intended to reduce flash. That's their first and foremost mission. And then they also mitigate muzzle rise. They keep the muzzle down.
Right.
You're still going to get some recoil. The gun's going to go straight back into your shoulder. However, the WARCOMP is a suppressor adapting muzzle device. So because of that, they're machined with really high tolerances. There's a lot of QC checks that go into it, and they're kind of expensive. For those that don't want to ever put a suppressor, don't intend to ever put a suppressor on the gun, that's what this is, the WARCOMP Sport. It's just a WARCOMP as far as the flash hider and porting goes, but there's no external dimensions to fit a suppressor, which makes it a little bit easier or more efficient for us to machine. Makes it more affordable. MSRP is $99, so if you never want to get a suppressor, this is a really good option to still have that capability.
And say I wanted to put that on a 14.5 pin and welded build, is that going to facilitate enough length in order to meet that requirement?
Yeah, so it comes with a blind pin for that specifically, and it will bring your overall length over 16. So the X300T, MSRP $369, street price from the dealer, you might find it a little bit less than that.
Okay.
For the X400s, $699 for the red for the MSRP, $799 for the green. It's a pretty penny.
Naturally,
again, you might find it a little bit cheaper from the dealer network.
These lights are shipping now, right?
X300s are.
Okay.
X400s will, like I said, by the end of February, we should have X400s.
End of February,
out.
and then the new WARCOMP, that's good to go?
WARCOMP Sport, we have a small batch that we're actually shipping by the end of this month, and then we're going to be on intervals of about 1,000 for every month from then on, so yeah.
Cool, awesome. And then we've got a couple other few items here. We've got the XR and the X2, which you've shown us before in a couple years past. Any updates on those? Do we know when they're coming out?
I'm not throwing a date at those, man. This
Hopefully this year?
I'm very aware this is like the third SHOT Show of that one. So I'm told it will be this year. I'm not putting my name on a date.
Andrew, it's always been a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you for showing us the new lights and giving some pricing information on stuff like that. We're looking forward to see them out in the field. And so it's good talking with you, man.
Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it, man.
Awesome. Thanks, guys, for watching. Stay tuned to TFBTV and TFBTV Show Time for more from SHOT Show 2023.